attempt number 2 now, which was in second year. In Barcelona, it's the first bilingual chiropractic college. I won it the first year in English, and then this year I attempted it in Spanish. The reason for attempting it in Spanish, I remember, is someone in my class had slighted me, you know, had made a comment, you know, about my Spanish, and that sort of thing would get in my head at the time. Now not so much, but I'm like, all right, motherfucker, like I'm gonna win this thing, you know.
To be fair, like to do this in Spanish in only second year as well, like it's a pretty good effort.
Yeah.
Like especially coming from like English to learn Spanish, and from like your English to learn Spanish. It's a pretty good effort. Like I probably wouldn't do it. Like
with the first one, the comment that we made was that it kind of rambled a little bit. With Spanish, maybe now I could get away with it a little bit, but at the time, no. So this had to be scripted.
Yeah.
So at least there's a little bit of evolution there, but there's some other problems.
So how would you do this again? Because like if you had the same level
in
of
English.
Spanish. Yeah, okay. Fair.
Los nervios transportan señales para todo tu cuerpo muy efectivamente. Entonces, hemos establecido que tu sistema nervioso es muy importante.
Please, if you're watching this, don't memorize a script. Have basic points that you want to hit. Don't memorize, and I'll explain why. I had gone through the script, and then a minute in, I completely drew a blank. And I had to start again. So this one that we're watching is me. This is the second attempt, actually, because I was like, forgot it, like... Can I start again? This goes to show, like, if you're worried about doing Talk The Tic and, like, you're like, okay, what if something happens and I get embarrassed, you know? This is a very strong, like, prominent, cringe, embarrassing memory for me. Like, this is one of those times in your life that you'll be in the shower and all of a sudden like
your soul just twists a little bit.
Forgetting my script at Talk The Tic is one of those moments.
Okay.
Nobody in the room remembers.
Yeah?
Nobody in the room remembers that happened. It's completely in my head.
Yeah.
So all those embarrassing moments that you've had in your life, the people that were around you that you think like, oh, they laugh about that every day of their lives. They don't remember.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So yes, it's a traumatic memory for me, but nobody else in the room remember, I hope. I just realized Freddie Harbert's head is shout out to
He's
Freddie.
Really
yeah.
like that, yeah.
He loved Talk The Tic, yeah.
¿Sí? El estrés puede afectar tu sistema nervioso negativo. Por ejemplo, ahora estamos descansando, ¿ok? Tu sistema nervioso es en un modo parasimpático, ¿ok? Aquí menos si es un kitty hablando en español. Este es un estado simpático, estresado. Hay varios.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a rapport building nice joke. I still use that today if I'm doing a talk for people. I'll be like, pardon. A giddy's like a derogatory term for a tourist. It's like saying, oh hey, I'm sorry that my Spanish is so bad, I'm a tourist, you know?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
El estrés causa lo que nosotros llamamos una subluxación. Es una malposición de las articulaciones en tu columna vertebral. Presión en tu sistema nervioso.
You have a completely different vibe in this one though. Like, for some reason, you actually look quite relaxed.
Oh, I am not.
I know,
no.
but for, like, you're actually doing quite well to not show it.
Okay.
Maybe it's like, because you're just wearing like a hoodie.
I'm wearing a hoodie because I have a prop. Don't use props.
True.
And I don't have the room to have it without, because it's a surprise. I want to reveal the,
Yes.
you know. So I'm wearing a hoodie and it's not hoodie weather and I am sweating, brother.
Oh no.
Lesbianas. Muchos estresores en tu sistema nervioso.
I
Did
forgot.
you say lesbians?
Lesbianas.
Tal vez tienes.
Oh.
Not
When I was
lesbianes.
listening to this, I was like, what? What is this joke? Okay, fair enough.
Factores que pueden generar estrés son el estrés físico, químico o emocional. Puede ser que tal vez tengamos de escapar del peligro o comemos algo de malo y estresar nuestro cuerpo o leemos un tweet del Donald Trump.
I'm talking about stress, and basically
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, look, unless you live in a magic bubble and you only eat organic food and you don't read the tweets by Donald Trump, you have stress. And that became, because I liked the Trump joke in the first one, I was like, what if each time I attempt it, I try and plant like an Easter egg, you know, just for my own self-amusement. So each one, I only realized this now, but each one has a Trump reference in there. Let's see if you can find the one in the fifth year attempt.
Oh, where's Wally?
Eu quero um voluntário. Luis, ven aqui.
That's a good joke. It's funny, they laughed, but the context, it's the context of what we're doing. You only have 5 minutes to do. That would be really good if you were doing like a corporate talk, you know, for 50 bankers and you got one of them up and you did that would smash. But in a competition setting, it's like it's too much in too little time.
Necesitamos estresarte. Con un vuela. Or, para los kiddies, acá. ¿Tienes dolor, Luis?
Sí.
Ah, tu mano es en una posición mal, ¿no? Okay, para hacer una subluxación. Ok, digamos que soy un doctor médico. Un doctor, digamos. Okay. ¿Tienes dolor en tu mano? Okay. Yo tengo aquí una crema de antidolor. Tomo una prescripción para estas pastillas para 2 semanas, ¿ok? Mucho chemical stress en tu cuerpo.
The point I'm trying to make is, hey, you have a flame, your hand's over the flame, so you have pain. Now, I can put an analgesic in your hand, I can put cream on your hand, I can massage your hand. It might help with the pain because you can't feel your hand, but there's still a problem there. My job is to move it so it's in the right place, and then you don't have the problem that's causing the pain.
And it's simple, it makes sense to a lot of people, and then they can also bring that away from like to their own thing, where it's just like, oh, I have a headache, and then if you just because you've said something like, oh, I have this cream or I have these pills, it's like then they're kind of aware of like, oh, if I take these, I'm not doing anything for the problems.
It's funny, and you know, but it's wasting time. This is too much stuff in a 5-minute speech.
That's true, and especially because you squeeze everything in beforehand just to be able to fit this.
Yes.
Okay. 2 semanas después, ¿tienes dolor, Luis?
No, no tengo dolor.
Ok, yo tengo la solución. Esta es una inyección para hacer mucho estrés. Mucho estrés. Ok, no tienes dolor, esta es salud. ¿Esta es salud? Ok. Yo tengo una otra opción.
I think it worked quite well, especially the last one with the syringe, because you were doing it at BCC. You know, like if you were to do it in a corporate setting, they'd be like, "Ooh, are you an anti-vaxxer trend?" Like,
that's a good point.
You need to know your audience, and it's like because it was BCC, it worked because we tend to have quite a natural view on things, especially now. If you tried to do that and be like,
that's very true.
Yeah, because and then especially with what's going on, it's just like much more difficult.
Watching pre-pandemic Talk The Tic is like watching Eddie Murphy. You watch it and you're like, that's funny, but you wouldn't get away with it now.
Yeah.
I hate That's what he says. No?
I know, I've watched it.
I can't put that in
maybe.
Okay. Yo voy a performar un ajuste muy específico en restaurar las funciones en tu cuerpo y tu sistema nervioso. Afortunadamente, mi profesor de técnica está aquí. No posible practicar mágica fuera de Hogwarts. Or, en español, cha 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 cha.
Oh, that joke. Right, so when you type, you know, that you're laughing in English, it's ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no, that
Spanish,
one.
it's ja 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 ja. So I make a joke, right? I don't know what I said there exactly, but everybody seemed to like it. And I remember thinking, okay, I know that this one's going to get a laugh, so I'm going to try and get another laugh at the end.
Okay.
So what I do is,
Totally
this is how this is how like my brain was working at the time. I was like, if I make the joke and everybody laughs, ha 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 ha, I can say, oh, but for the Spanish, it's ja 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 ja. And in my head, I was like, yo, that joke is gonna bring the house down. But whenever I said it, maybe it's just not funny, or maybe it's how I communicated it. Silence. So I got a big laugh and then tried to make another one, and you leave your audience going like what? What did he say? What did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah. But in my head, I'm like, yo, that joke is that one's gonna smash. You know? And it didn't.
La salud no es la ausencia de dolor, ¿ok? Los quiroprácticos están entrenados para detectar y ajustar estas subluxaciones y funcionar tu cuerpo funciona mejor. Gracias.
So, hit the time limit was within the limit. I would say it's okay, but trying to put a lot of information into a very short period of time. Take out 20% of it and then do it again.
I did like the idea with like all the things. I think it just changes it up a little bit. It makes it a little bit more interactive almost. But yeah, like it's a 5-minute speech. You don't necessarily need to think about keeping people's attention. Like if it was an hour or half an hour even, then sure, doing something like this would be fine, because then it's like, oh, okay, cool, like something new is happening. But you have 5 minutes to deliver your message. Your delivery, well, I mean, obviously in Spanish it's different, but it's less salesman-y.
Right. This is scripted because it has to be scripted because it's my second language.
Yeah.
But the body language and the jokes, it's a bit more fluido.
Oh, so bilingual. Oh my god.